It's Gab Dad here in the year 2012, and we've just seen Looper.
We've been sent back to let you know about this current film called Looper because it's about time travel. It takes place in 2044, but in 30 years from that date into the future, time travel has been invented, and it's used by bad guys. And when they want to dispose of someone, they actually send them back. They use time travel to send them back to get assassinated in 2044. And the people who do that job in 2044 are called loopers. And the problem is that eventually the bad guys want to dispose of the loopers. And so Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays the young looper, and his old self, Bruce Willis, is sent back. And the story is about what happens from then, the elder and the younger, and how they get out of the situation. And there's further complications, of course, and situations. But it's one of these twisty time travel.
It gives me a headache
tales.
just thinking about it.
If you think about it too much, it can get confusing, although I thought this story did a pretty good job of keeping it tight and keeping it making sense, even though there were some other catches and other things going on about fate and destiny and changing your destiny. That's basically what it's about, which is not a small topic. What did you think of the story?
I thought the story was all right. I'm not a big fan of time travel movies. I find them often kind of contrived and silly, and often leaving lots of loose ends that are not tied up properly. This was better than most in that respect, I think.
I think it handled it well, because like I said, if you start, well, what if that doesn't make sense? I mean, you can really
they did a good job
tear down
of that.
Almost any time travel movie, I think.
Yeah, they did a good job of that. Not a bad movie, quite entertaining, as usual, a bit too long. There was some wit in it, which I enjoyed. I found
it very witty. I think that the whole idea of confronting your elder versus younger self and how you deal with that, let alone your actual life being on the line, they handled it really well. And it was fun, interesting, but with meaning.
My favorite line is when one of the characters is talking to somebody who's from the future and who says, well, where are you going to go? He says, I'm going to go to France. He says, look, I'm from the future. Don't go to France, go to China. Things like that.
There were some clever one-liners, as you'd expect in a Bruce Willis film. It had action, but I thought the story was quite thoughtful. Like I said, it deals with some heady issues, but it handles them in a neat way that services the story. But they also leave you thinking, and it had a bit of heart to it as well. I felt I was affected a bit by it.
No, I don't agree with that. I mean, I thought it was basically a good action/time travel movie, quite entertaining, a little bit too long, reasonable acting but not outstanding.
No, I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt was great.
Yeah.
Don't you think he
was all right.
Personified the young Bruce Willis? I mean, the makeup helped, but I think he portrayed the young Bruce Willis great.
I enjoyed it, but I couldn't really relate to it too much.
I did. I think
forgettable.
I was a bit more drawn in by the idea of how we how we can control our destiny and alter our destiny. And there's a motherhood, there's a parental influence storyline that affected me as a mother. I mean, I did relate to that. How we are influenced by how we are reared, how that can maybe affect our destiny. As you can see,
I think you're reading more into this movie than there really was there. You're giving it too much credit.
I don't think so. I think
so.
That the movie is an entertaining package, but does also provide some thought. Provocation, which that's almost my favorite genre, is something like Inception, where it's fantastical, the premise, but no, not as clever, but it also makes you think. And actually, Emily Blunt was in The Adjustment Bureau that we saw a year or so ago, another sort of heady sci-fi story, which I enjoyed. So I like that mix, and I think this one pulled it off really well, making me think. It was entertaining.
I found it entertaining, but it didn't make me think particularly, but then very few things do, as you know.
That's a tough call.
All right, how many Gabs?
It's hard for me to say, because I don't think it was a classic film, as some people are saying that it will be a classic sci-fi entry. I think that I would have to give it 3 9/10 Gabs. This is my new thing. I do 9/10. Just short of an A for me.
3.5.
3.5? That's decent. That's fair
decent.
from you.
I mean, I would say...
I would recommend it.
It's entertaining.
It's on the big screen.
Yeah, I probably want it on the big screen.
Good action.
It's an entertaining evening out, but no more than that.
Entertainment with some thought to it, just like Gab Dad.
That's right. There you go.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.